Georgia Watts. As the Director of Sales and Marketing with the Selkirk Adventurers, I'm here to introduce to you our great new and accessible tourism app, One Stop. When the internet first started to rise and develop, one of the first obvious industries that could benefit from it was tourism. Powerhouses such as Expedia and Skyscanner emerged, who really set the precedent of modern travel. Suddenly, booking and travel research was readily available for individuals all over the world with a click of a button. Which is great, but with such broad platforms, surely some travelers' needs were being overlooked. Travelers with disabilities are quickly becoming one of the fastest growing markets in tourism, with an impressive $13 billion being spent annually in North America alone. However, we now know that accessibility issues extend past the traditional sense. We must look to broaden our understanding. Online travel platforms cater to the broader masses' needs, such as popular travel destinations, activities, and means of transport. But what if these popular suggestions can cater to specific accessibility needs? Which is what brings us here today. One Stop is looking to create an every user-friendly application that provides a more accessible and more inclusive approach to planning a trip based on specific needs. Named One Stop for the reason of being a one-stop shop with the goal of making it easier for travelers to plan, book, and manage all aspects of customized trips. The app will generate detailed transportation, accommodation, and activity options based around an individual's personal needs. Our app will operate on iOS, Android, and Windows platforms in an effort to reach as many users as possible. One Stop won't generate the options solely based on a person's disabilities, but also their traveler type, which is why one of the steps in making a one-stop profile includes taking a Destination Canada Explorer quotient quiz. By doing this, the app won't be limiting users to what people perceive them wanting from a holiday, but gives the user the chance to explore and customize what they want from their trip. Now that we've covered the basics, let's talk about how to use the One Stop app. The first step in collecting the data is for the user to give information about their accessibility issues and requirements. The app offers specific features for different disabilities. For example, for users who are visually impaired, we have included text-to-speech technology. The app will introduce itself verbally and visually upon opening and ask what feature the user requires, such as speech synthesis or large print. Speech synthesis will read out the options for the user, who can then verbally reply to the following steps. After the basic data has been collected, One Stop will then ask the user to complete an EQ test, which will determine their travel preferences. The following step will ask the traveler what destination they wish to explore. With this information, One Stop will provide the user with several travel options covering all of the tourism sectors. Now, let's use an example. Let's say Frank is looking for accommodation, transportation, attractions that are all wheelchair accessible. He's also been categorized as a cultural explorer by the EQ test. One Stop will generate a list of travel options suitable for his needs. On Quiz Canada, the cultural explorer is said to be open-minded, easygoing, and curious. Frank has been described as most likely to be seen at heritage sites, festivals, and prefers staying in places such as hostels or bed and breakfasts. Based on that information, One Stop will provide results that match his particular psychographic. Once the client has booked their trip, One Stop will offer detailed instructions on how to get around the destination. Another groundbreaking development will be that One Stop updates the traveler of appropriate attractions and facilities throughout their journey, which will be appropriate for their accessibility needs and will notify them periodically through pop-ups and verbal prompts. For example, back to Frank. He is traveling from Cranbrook to Nelson and will receive updates when approaching washrooms, food stops, and heritage sites such as Creston Museum, which all offer wheelchair access. When the user has reached their destination, One Stop will store their itinerary, making it easy for them to manage their trips and find exciting things to do in the area. Have you ever been frustrated whilst looking for a place to visit? Accessible travel is not limited to the standard definition of disability. Therefore, the app has been created to cater to the needs of the tourists who may require more assistance, including seniors with decreased mobility, low-income families, or simply newer travelers. This will aid in bringing a new demographic of tourists to the area who otherwise may have been overlooked as a market. When comparing One Stop to our competitors that offer similar software, we are unique on the ground that we are familiar with the West Kootenay area and require an EQ test to further understand the motivations of our clientele. We here at One Stop appreciate that local and small businesses may choose to avoid subscribing to expensive platforms such as Expedia. Our goal is to offer these businesses the opportunity to market themselves to a rapidly growing market at significantly less the price. In the future, we hope to strengthen our relationship and expand with these businesses to ensure their survival and promote a sustainable economy within the area. You might ask how we plan to create revenue from One Stop. The way in which we plan to do this is by working with rather than against large competitors such as Expedia. As it stands, they already earn approximately 15% on rooms booked. Our goal by working with them is to secure 2% on commissions. Any direct booking on the app from our partnering businesses, such as taxis and attraction sales, we will receive 10% of price before taxes from these establishments. Thank you for listening. I'd like to take a moment to introduce to you the people behind One Stop. As you can tell, I love to talk, making the ideal sales and marketing rock star. But every rock star needs a band. Introducing Tegan.
Hello, I'm Tegan and I am the crazy numbers lady, making me the director of finances. Next we have Bill.
Hi, my name is Bill. I love technology. That's why I'm a tech nerd on the team.
And hi, my name is Michelle. I am actually the research data person that you can come to for any research. We thank you very much for taking this opportunity, for giving us the chance to come to Vancouver, and we look forward to seeing you there. Thank you.
you.
Bye.